Hi friends, I want to play a little game with you. This is a game that I play with my grandson, and it's a little toy that I imagine many of you have seen. It has these little shapes in it, and you have to put the shapes into the box. It's interesting to watch how a child can't do this at first. He can't see the difference in the shapes, and as he gets a little older, he starts to discern the shapes and he can put it in. My little grandson is not at the point when he can do that yet. I have to help him do it. But we are people that believe that God has a plan for our lives. Before the foundation of the world, it's interesting that God said to prophet Jeremiah, before you were even in your mother's womb, I had a plan for you. God says the same thing in Ephesians 1. He said, before the foundation of the world, I planned out what I would like for you. In Romans 8 as well, he says that I foreknew you, predestined you, and then I called you to your calling. And then, of course, in 1 Corinthians, he says, if you're an eye, don't try to be a hand. If you're a foot, don't try to be something that you're not. And I was thinking that how many people in the world try to be something that they're not. And it causes them a lot of personal frustration. I want to tell you that whoever you are as a person, God's got a design for you and a plan for your life, and you don't have to struggle with it. The miracle of it is, if you're trying to get into a hole that's not your shape, you have a struggle. But when you go to get into the hole that is your shape, then it just slides in very easily. Not just for people personally, but I was thinking about this with a leadership meeting I was part of recently, and you have the different people in the leadership group, and they all have different callings. But you know what? Some of the people are trying to be what they're not. And it's frustrating not just them, but it's frustrating the other people, and they can't get into the box together because different ones of us are trying to be more or less than we are. We're trying to be something that we're not. Maybe someone's supposed to be a pastor and he thinks he's a prophet. Maybe someone's supposed to be an evangelist and he thinks, well, I don't know. And I realize for us to cooperate, for us to become into unity, it requires for every single person not to try to fit themselves into a slot that's not where they go. That if we all will find the slot, not only will we be happy, we'll fit into God's plan for our lives, and then we can all come into unity. Well, isn't that a simple idea? It is pretty simple, but I feel pretty uncomfortable just thinking about it, because I know that my tendency is, and your tendency is, there's something in us that we're all trying to be something that we're not, or we're avoiding doing the thing that we really know we should be doing. Ouch!